Oh goodness, I don't know how to start this video. Okay, hey guys, and welcome to my first reaction to the final season of The Walking Dead. This might be a little bit of a longer intro, so just skip it if you're uninterested. I understand. But I just wanted to kind of... I don't even know what I wanted to say. I really don't, but I think I wanted to convey to you guys the significance of this show to me. And it's kind of funny because I genuinely didn't, when the trailer came out, I just didn't react to it. And I got a lot of heat about that. But not a lot. A little bit of heat about that. Some people were very upset that I did not react to the trailer. However, it came out, and I think I did have every intention of reacting to the trailer, even though I have been kind of not really reacting to too many trailers for the shows that I'm watching, because I have kind of, sometimes they give too much stuff away, and I'm not saying that The Walking Dead trailer did that. However, I didn't want to know. I didn't want to know. I wanted to go in like completely blind into this season. I'm already, compared to some reactors, going slightly more blind than others because after a while I stopped reading the comics because I personally felt like it helped my reactions to not really have that sort of foresight, even though I know they don't follow the comics exactly or anything like that, but just the direction of the show. I like kind of going in completely just not knowing what's going to happen next. And this trailer came out, and man, people were on me to react to this trailer, and I didn't want to. I think not knowing anything in the trailer, like, has the possibility of maybe making these reactions a little bit more surprising or something like that. I don't even know who we're gonna focus on or what, or I mean, I know where we ended the last season, but like, I'm very excited about that. But in general, this show means just so much to me. And I know that sounds kind of like corny or cheesy to say or anything like that, but I mean, this show, in some regards, maybe not my entire life, but it changed a portion of my life, because this show is the only reason that you guys know who I am. Unless you're my mom watching this, then hi mom. Not you, you would know me otherwise, but we're the majority of the rest of you. You wouldn't have any idea who I am, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but this show was the reason that I started this channel. This show means just everything to me, and I'm quite emotional starting my final season of reactions to the show. And I know that we have more of the Walking Dead universe. We got, you know, other stuff coming along, so it's not, you know, but just in general, this being kind of the first episode of the final season of my favorite show, it's got me feeling some type of way. So I do hope that you guys will enjoy this reaction to the premiere. Let's get into it. Oh wow. Oh, that's a great first shot of the final season. Oh. Oh, we need to be very stealthy. Oh, okay. Don't wake up the walkers. Oh my god, this is slightly terrifying. Ooh. Uh-oh. Good system. Love it. We got food. Okay. I mean, of course, I'm waiting for something to go wrong, but they've got a pretty good system going right now. See, I knew something was gonna go wrong. Daryl, you better catch that. Oh, he did, but oh no. Oh no. Not the drop of blood. Don't you? Not the drop of blood. No. Well, all hell's gonna break loose now. Let's go. Kelly about face out of there. She walked in like, oh fuck. Well, luckily we have some fighters down there. It's gonna be okay. All right. Go Rosita. God, I love her slicing into bitches. Okay. Nope. Oh no. Okay, that's it. That's it. Okay, I mean, all right, Carol. Let's do this. Yes, ma'am. We are losing nobody today. Oh, goodness me. Carol, you better hook that onto yourself. Daryl's got you. Daryl's got you. You're fine. You're fine. Carol! Carol, you know Carol. She's going for it. They must be really, like, out of food. Wow! Oh, he's just throwing knives. My goodness, Daryl. Okay. Ha! That was honestly, in my opinion, pretty reminiscent of the opener, the premiere for season 4. But they seemed like way more prepared, way more trained. They obviously ran into some issues, but they handled it very well. I like that it was kind of a little bit, we've seen how far they've come as just survivors. Oh! Oh, not Uncle Daryl moments. Okay, just a question. Are we gonna get a whole season of them glaring at each other? Oh.
I miss you too, man.
Oh my god.
Max.
All of a sudden we heard these screams in the distance.
Oh god.
Most of our people have been slaughtered. Plenty of food to feed Alexandria until we get this place back up and running again. That's why they took it. We just need to take it back.
Oh boy.
The walls are not stable. Walkers will get inside. That's not if, it's when.
Mm-hmm.
Alexandria needs us.
Maggie, this sounds like a suicide mission.
Daryl's gonna volunteer.
I'll go.
He's like, suicide mission? I'll do it. I don't really think there's a great option here. Either or. Like, either way. I don't necessarily think that there's a solution that's gonna make everybody happy. Oh boy. Oh, not a storm.
You don't want to go in there?
No, I don't.
Eh.
Give a shit.
Okay.
Which way?
Whew. She has moved from glaring to I don't give a shit. Listen. Listen. You guys know me. I would be like, I don't want to go in there either. You don't want to go in there? No, ma'am. No, I don't. I don't. I'll stay right here. Thanks. With dog. Thank you. See, this is the shenanigans that we don't need right now.
That is God telling us to turn around.
I'm pretty sure he would have ran that past me first.
Oh, wow.
The good Lord directed her with one eyeball to this.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I didn't think we were gonna be here with this episode. Oh my god.
If you pass inspection, you'll move to level 2.
What if we don't pass inspection?
The fuck?
You will go through reprocessing.
What is that?
What did your parents do for a living?
My father was a mechanical engineer.
What was your zip code?
How can anyone possibly be expected to remember that?
From 1978 to 1988, 75001.
15, my first job was at Missy Moose's Pizzeria, you know.
You can skip to the end.
When I cashed my paycheck at the bank, I asked for a $2 bill so I could keep it.
This woman
It
is
was the
not
first
playing
money I ever
games.
earned.
I was a proud founding member of the Anti-Drug and Alcohol Coalition at my high school.
Of course you were.
How many bowel movements do you have a day? How lucky are you and why?
What?
God, this.
Location of your settlement. Do you think this is funny?
Yeah.
I kind of would.
Do you think that I fear you?
Ooh.
You look scared to me.
Ooh.
All they had to do was give you a pumpkin-colored spacesuit.
Oh.
Like a power trip with your head up your own ass, just like before.
Not a pumpkin-colored spacesuit.
The shoe fits. My people have been cooperative.
Oh, sweetheart. Oh, you know she's writing that down. Oh, love.
You told off their leader? I was asserting myself.
Mm. Oh.
Maybe we should just get honest with the heat.
Oh, no, you mean the soldier comes? Yeah, that's funny. No.
You really want these guys rolling up the hilltop of Alexandria with their machine gun swords?
Yeah, well, let's not give away everything.
Our people need help, and I think these people can give it.
I don't know.
4 months?
9. It's been 9, remember?
Right, yeah. The reprocessing.
But it feels like things
I'm sorry, what do you mean?
Oh, this is crazy. You said 9 months?
Wait, what did I do? Where are you taking me?
Reprocess.
What's what? This doesn't look that great. This doesn't look that great. This doesn't look that great.
Okay, gotta go.
Yeah, we need to get the fuck out of here. Listen. We don't know anything, but we don't know that it's good. We don't know anything. And this is okay. Those people look scared. Okay. Okay. Oh.
Throat slashed so deep it almost severed his head.
Oh. Oh God. Oh God.
Pay attention so we don't miss any more.
Pay attention?
Oh God.
That's it. She doesn't give a shit. She has been playing dictator since we left.
Okay.
Not listening to me, not listening to him, hell, not even listening to you. She brought me here to die. She'll find a way, she'll find a reason, she'll do it herself. Away from the prying eyes of Alexandria. Here in the jungle. Her head isn't even in the game because I'm in her head, living rent-free. Because I am not gonna let you drag me through the mud, filth, and slime.
Okay.
Put me down like a dog. Like Glenn was.
We're moving fast because our kids are starving. And I'm calling the shots because that's how everyone voted. It's always on my mind.
I believe
I'm
that.
not gonna tell you that you're wrong about me because you aren't. There's a little bit of her left in me. And that little bit is the only thing keeping you breathing.
Oh.
So keep pushing me, Negan. Please.
Okay. Oh my god, I have so many thoughts on that whole ass scene, and I'm emotional right now. And we're gonna get into it in my post-episode thoughts, but oh my god, that was too much.
Lipids and Zell are having sex, but they don't want anyone to know.
Wow.
Probably most of the time is spent taking off their armor. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to know.
This is bullshit. We have rights.
Reprocessing.
Move along.
Oh my goodness. Did that say Heath?
Isn't that you?
What? I can't read. What does it say? Or is it just the picture? Have you seen my sister Miko?
Yumiko.
Sister?
I have to stay.
Oh my god, is that okay? I don't even know what to say about that. Okay.
He took our supplies. Ammo
Oh.
clips, rations.
It's this asshole's fault. He scared him off.
Listen,
Okay, we don't need to do the blame thing right at this moment because I think we have more problems. A little bit. Yeah, just a couple. Just a couple of problems. No! Yeah, he has to go get dog. Sorry about it, but like I can't, like I know Maggie, I know you're worried, I know, but like we gotta get dog. Let's go! Kick it, girl, kick it. Oh, okay, you're okay. You're gonna be fine. Wow, he's really, oh my god! Holy shit! Ah! Oh, okay. See, here's the thing. I don't want to see scenes. Excuse me, no ma'am, I do not, I want to go in blind. Oh my god, I really love this premiere. There's so much stuff that I truly loved about this premiere. And oh my god, I don't even know. Okay, I'm gonna start with the Commonwealth stuff because I feel like I'm really gonna get into it with the Negan and Maggie stuff. So you know what I mean. Let's go to the Commonwealth stuff first. Let's head over there first. Okay, so oh god, this place. This is the. I don't know how to explain it, but I would say it's kind of, this is why I love the fact that I stopped reading the comics. And I am going to go back and read them once, you know, The Walking Dead's all done and everything like that. I believe I have heard, and it's been confirmed to me, that this place is actually in the comics, the Commonwealth or whatever. So, but I don't know anything about it. And I think that that's like really kind of a fun thing for me in the sense of like it's really there are some things that, you know, you're watching it and you can kind of say to yourself, much like Eugene was saying to himself, like, oh, you know what, this is good. They might just really be super cautious, like super, super cautious. You don't take any chances. And we've seen our group get to the point where they're super cautious for whatever reasons. And sorry, I'm gonna put my coffee with Glenn down. Oh. But we've seen our people get super cautious for whatever reasons, and because of all of the people that they've met. And you know, there are some people that we have our group has met along the way that have been really good people, and some that have been really terrible. And I can understand how maybe a place could get that cautious. Now, here's where I understand questioning. I mean, we go back to the 3 questions from Rick. How many walkers have you killed? How many people have you killed? And why? And that is really honestly, I always liked that because I felt like it was a decent gauge of like what's going on with a person and what they've been through, because you're not going to find, or it's going to be rare to find anybody in this world that like that hasn't done something possibly not great things to survive. I mean, think about the survivors that we're watching. We've seen them do stuff that maybe isn't the best or whatever to survive and everything like that. Now, the thing that's making me a little curious about is them asking so much. It felt like a lot of their questions, right? I'll go back and rewatch, but I felt like a lot of their questions was stuff like pre-apocalypse. And I find that really interesting. Don't you want to know who they became post-apocalypse? More? I would think. So that I felt very interesting, and maybe I assume there's a reason for that. They have this whole fucking operation. There's got to be a reason for it. But I find that all really fascinating. Like, why do you want to know what they did? Or like what their parents did? I felt like that was the weirdest. Their parents. Okay. And it just felt like it was a little strange. But really interesting. I do think that, I mean, if nothing else, and there might be other stuff going on, but the mental torture of having to reprocess that many times and what is actually going on and what does it mean, I don't know. There's a lot of unknowns. And the way that I felt about it, where Eugene's like, kind of saying like they might just be super cautious and whatever. And sure, I think that there's maybe a hint of that could definitely be the case. I also think that they could also be horrible people. And let's not just give them the location of Alexandria or anything at this point. Because let's be real, Alexandria at this given moment cannot protect itself. It cannot do anything right now. And I love Aaron for trying to like really. I saw both sides of that argument where there's no good option. I don't think. I mean, your walls are basically down and your defenses are minimal, and walkers are going to come in. Is going to be a situation. Also, people are starving. It's not a good situation in general, and you're getting more and more people. It's a whole thing. Listen, okay. But I found the thing at the end with Yumiko very, very interesting. Loved that. I'm very curious if she's going to stay. Does that mean they all stay? I don't know. They might all stay. They might say, if you don't go. I can see Eugene staying because he does have that connection with Stephanie and he might want to find a way to get to her. So that's going to be really interesting. Like, oh, we need to stay because we've got a couple of connections, I think. I don't know. That's really exciting. that whole thing I found was really, really interesting. And I was happy to have seen a little bit of what's going on in that storyline there. Okay. I like that this was a heavy Walker episode. Very heavy Walker episode. I love that. I liked the first sequence a lot. I thought it was great. I thought it was like a great, I don't know, it just, it really reminded me of the season 4 premiere of just, you know, kind of that run where Beth's boyfriend died. You remember way back when? Way back when. Wow. That's one of my favorite seasons though, so I rewatch it a bit. I liked that it was a run, but it all seemed to go a lot more efficient. Sure, like a rope broke and then, you know, the drop of blood and woke everybody, you know, I love that. Love that drop of blood hitting the walker. Slow-mo. But I liked that it, you know, as I said before, I liked that it kind of showed how far everybody's come and how more efficient everybody's been and stuff like that. All right. Let's get into this. Let's get into this. I kind of, part of me, I'm going to be so honest with you guys. Part of me hopes that this, I don't think it's ever going to get really resolved. The Negan Maggie thing. Like, it's like, they're never going to, like, there's not a way to really get them on the same page or anything like that. But I do hope that they handled this story well. And I hope that, I don't know, I'd get a bit exhausted sometimes. You know, at the end of, the glares at the end of episode 22, the Here's Negan episode and stuff like that, you know, just ignites this fandom to just yell at each other, and it gets exhausting, and it makes me not enjoy my favorite show as much as I should. So for completely selfish reasons, I hope that it's not too honed in on, and if it is, I hope it's actually shown in a good light. Okay, I'm going to talk about how I feel about this, but I already know that there is just the Negan stans and the Maggie stans are going to have things to say, and they're already going to be arguing down below. There's already going to be angry comments, I bet. Just scroll a little bit. You'll find them. Okay. But with some of those people, you're not going to convince them otherwise on the other side. I'm not even saying one specific or whatever. But, okay. This was interesting. I actually liked how they showed this tension between the two of them, because I think they showed both sides very well. And I think I don't know. I liked that a lot. In general, you know, Negan for sure had a point where he's like, when he says that he doesn't want to go down this, you know, whatever. So if you think about these two viewpoints on here, we have somebody who's like, this is ridiculous, like, this is not going to be good. This is not going to be, like, this is dangerous. This kid over here almost died, like, there, you know, and as an overly cautious person, yeah, I related. I understood it. Now, from Maggie's perspective, and I think a lot of their perspectives, there's desperation here. Now, I understand that not in this specific moment. You might save your lives and your family's lives for a little while longer if you don't all get eaten, sure. But also, it's like everybody back home starving. All of that food that they got in that first run lasts a week with the amount of people that they have there and the amount of workers that they're kind of to get the walls up and expending the energy and everything like that. So I think I'm saying, I personally, as much as, like, I think if I was in that situation, I'd be like, I'm with Negan. I'm going to stay back there. Like, I don't really feel like it. But I can't really fault Maggie or anybody in that group to be like, well, we got to do this. We got kids. There are people back home counting on us to do this. And this is kind of, they were talking in the meeting. Now, let's give a little bit. Negan, I don't believe, was at the meeting, so maybe he didn't hear all of the arguments being played, but they were really kind of going through all of these options of like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? And, you know, it just, to me, it's like, okay, sure, but what are we have to do something, and there's no right answer. You know, that's when Aaron and Maggie, or Aaron was making his case and Maggie was making her case with Rosita, and like everybody kind of talking about this stuff. It's like, I mean, there's not a great option here. And even, who said it? Was it Rosita? I'm forgetting who said it, so forgive me. But they were like, it's a suicide mission. And I think the people who signed up for it, maybe sans Negan, I don't know. Rude? I'm talking. Jeez. How dare you? Okay. But kind of knew that this is like, we got to fucking do it, and we got to fucking do it. And I think there is a sense of Maggie having a lot of faith in the people that were around her. So is it better to be cautious, or are we desperate enough to have to risk it? So I like that the writers kind of presented that. So it's kind of like you can kind of see both sides. I'm sure there's plenty of people down below who only see one side. But I do love that the writers kind of said, listen, you have to kind of, every single person watching this, I think, if you take away whatever biases you have for whatever characters or anything, you could possibly go one way or the other. It's like, we got to find food. We got to figure it out. We got to keep on pushing. Sure, if everybody dies when you keep on pushing, you're not going to find anything. But if we just don't go anywhere, we don't take any risks, we probably can't find anything either. So I found that to be really interesting, and I liked that they showed that there wasn't really a right or wrong in that situation, in my opinion. Now the whole thing, with the tension, with everything going on, I liked that there was a bit of both Negan and Maggie, in my opinion, getting a little bit off their chest. Because there's just a lot of glares going on. We got glares over here. We got glare. Was a little bit, you know, there's just been a lot of glares and back and forth. And then, what did Negan say? Where Maggie was like, I don't give a shit. Oh my God. So, I mean, I think, honestly, let's get it out a little bit. You're bottling everything up. Now, here's the thing. It's got to be very frustrating for Negan to make these points that, let's be clear, let's be realistic here, that if, like, anybody else said anything, to what Negan was saying, it would have been taken more seriously. Facts. Absolute facts. Okay? So that's got to be really frustrating, because he has done things in the past that has really helped the community. I mean, everything with Alpha, I mean, to name one example, but it's just, so it's got to be very frustrating for him to kind of, to be in that position where it's life or death. And listen, I was not, there's no reason that I was like even remotely upset where he was like, I'm out. This looks like a suicide mission and I don't feel like going on it. Okay. That didn't bother me at all. Like I was like, okay, bye. I think they threw in that line, the writers kind of threw in that line and they're like, he knows this city. And then he's like, none of you know how to read a map. Like you don't need me. And that's, you know, I think that's a fair thing to say. But I think the writers kind of threw that line in there to give some sort of excuse of why they would need Negan there. Because honestly, if Negan's like, I don't really want to do this, bye, I don't see why everybody else there, given the history with Negan, wouldn't be like, okay, see you later. You know what I mean? Like, it's just sort of, you know. But anyway, so that was, okay. I personally did, but I like, so he vented. He had a moment where he really vented and he said some things that I was not super, I didn't love, I'll talk to you, the couple of things that I didn't love. Obviously the Glenn comment, I did not love that. Okay. Because at that point you're just instigating, right? But he's so frustrated. See, I'm trying to see it from both sides, you know what I mean? But like, he's so frustrated that he doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't give a, you know how Maggie said, I don't give a shit? He's like, I don't give a shit either. Like, it's just, you know, we're going back and forth here. But, like, I wasn't a fan of the, like, the dictator comment or saying that, I don't think he was saying that, like, why am I here? Maggie's just looking for a way to kill me and stuff like that. And like, I liked that she talked after and she had her own, she got to say her own piece. She's like, no, because I was literally going to say, I don't think that's like at the forefront of her mind right now. I mean, I'm sure it's always on her mind. She can't stand you. You brutally murdered her husband. I think it's okay that she can't stand you, but also you don't have to make the comments about, listen, okay, but anyway, well, maybe he does have to, but I'm just saying, like, you know, it's just, we're in this weird situation right now that, of course, she doesn't really want you around. She'd probably be a much happier person if you weren't around. I think that's a fair assessment. The thing that kind of, but I think she's trying to push this because everyone is starving back home. I don't like that. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Maybe it's not coming across correctly, but it's like, that was my reaction when he said that. I'm like, I think she genuinely is, trying to, they're desperate for food. Now maybe you don't agree that they should be pushing on and everything and all of that, and I get that. But I don't, you know, this is not all some elaborate ruse just to, because let's be, I don't know. But anyway, I like that she kind of got to say her piece and she's just like, listen, people are starving. My child, like, you could live in my head rent free. I love that they use that terminology, even though that it wouldn't be, anyway. But like, you can live in my head rent free, and that's probably very, very true. But you know who lives more in my head rent free? My son, little Herschel, that I want to survive and be able to eat, maybe. So it's just like, I like that she got to kind of say her piece back a little bit, and she's just like, yeah, you know, killing you is, yeah, it's there. It's a thought. It's great. I would love it. But, you know, I loved the fact, I got a little emotional where she kind of talked about the fact that, like, she's trying, like, oh God. It's just, I can't imagine. If you think about the most important person in your life, whoever that may be, it could be, you know, and somebody brutally murders them and then says just a comment of, like, they were put down like a dog, and the rage has to be so unbelievably strong. And listen, I think Maggie is one of the most emotionally strong characters that we've had on this show, period. And for her to kind of be like, there's a little part of that person, I'm okay, I'm not gonna cry, but that Glenn and my dad and, you know, all of these people that I don't have in my life anymore, they instilled in me and they encouraged that type of person to have some type of mercy and to have some, you know, and to say that you're stronger than that. I mean, Glenn was kind of the poster child, but like an example of somebody who saw the other side and everything. She's like, that's why you're alive, but, you know, keep pushing. You know, I liked that they both kind of got a lot out of their chest. Off of their chest, not out of their, that's like an alien gross thing. Okay. But like, I do like that they were both able to vent in that moment. There are probably some more important things going on, but, you know, I liked that. The ending doesn't really, well, I guess I don't know if it surprised me. I feel like Negan's a bit done. He's a bit done of, you know, being everybody's punching bag. And how I feel about it is, like, I get why he's done with being everybody's punching bag. I also get why they're not done with him being the punching bag. You know, like, I think two people who suffered the most because of Negan is probably Maggie and Daryl. So it's like, you know, but that didn't surprise me that he left. Maybe he left to go get a rope. Maybe the next shot of the next scenes could be him like, I got you a rope, Maggie, it's gonna be okay. Probably not. But so I'm, you know, whatever. I'm not really, I mean, that it is what it is. But, you know, Maggie's gonna live through that, so I hope he knows that. You know what I mean? Maggie is a tough bitch to kill, and you are not gonna get her by just having her fall into some walkers. No siree. No siree. You should know by now she's a tough bitch to kill. Come on, Negan. Come on. Anyway. I probably won't dive into the comment section of this reaction video because I genuinely, it's just the anger between the Maggie fans and the Negan fans can be so toxic sometimes, and maybe that won't happen, but it's exhausting, and I just want to enjoy the final season of my favorite show. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this reaction. All right. If you would like to support me on Patreon or subscribe, I would really appreciate that. But if not, I am just happy that you are here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.